Hi, teacher.
How are you doing?
Ah, estoy regando.
Really?
Es que tengo un vivero, entonces me está demandando demasiado tiempo y prácticamente solo en las noches estoy pudiendo venir porque tengo varias actividades que hacer por el día y
Mhm.
pues aún sigo trabajando.
Oh, okay.
Ajá.
All right.
¿Y usted qué tal?
I'm so far so good. Thank you for asking. It was actually a short weekend. It was very short. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have to start right now because we're going to honor the time. Just let me active my or open my camera. Okay. So I do see Juan Carlos as well. So Juan Carlos, welcome back. So as usual, we're going to have another interesting class. We are going to be talking about modal verbs. And this topic is very important. So for you not to get confused, and because it is one of the most useful and used tenses or topics in English. Okay. So tomorrow we're going to have a conversation activity. So it is going to be grammar and activities today, and tomorrow is going to be a conversation activity. So we need to pay attention to this topic because it is going to be related to it. So before we start, do you have any questions about previous topics, platforms, or whatever topic you want that you may wonder? No? All right. So let me share my screen. Okay. I was listening to Billie Eilish. Okay. Ooh, no, this is not the one. Hold on. 13, 14, 14. Have problems? No, this is not the one. Give me 1 second. So it was 12. Yeah, 12. Okay, I see Alejandro, Juan Carlos, and Roberto. So we're going to have this activity. It is what am I? So now we're gonna do it with hard because I think that we have already done this. Okay, so you already know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you some sentences and you're gonna try to guess the word. So help me read, please, Alejandro. Read the four sentences and try to guess the word.
I have long, sharp there. Teeth, pardon.
Uh-huh.
I'm I'm soft to pet. I adore hopping around. I nibble on biggies.
Base. Okay, very good. It says, I have long, sharp teeth. I am soft to pet. I adore hopping around. I enable on veggies. Actually, this is giving you the hint. Hoping. Hoping is doing this. Like to jump. What is this? What
A
it is
rabbit.
actually. Okay. Yeah, this is a rabbit. Perfect. Now let's continue. Help me, please, Juan Carlos.
Okay. I'm home for royalty. I'm made of stone. I'm found in legends. I'm hard to attack.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay, this is very easy. Let's see. I am home for royalty. Okay. So this is giving me enough information. This is giving me all I need to guess the word. Guys, what do you think? So I'm home for royalty. Huh? Tell me.
A dragon.
A what?
No sé cómo decirlo en inglés. Un dragón, no sé.
No, it is not a dragon. Estaba pensando en esta serie, no sé cómo se llama, pero Game of Thrones, I guess. So let's pay attention. I'm home for royalty, like the king and the queen. I'm made of stone. I'm found in legends. I'm hard to attack. What is this, guys?
The lion.
No, it is a place. No, not a place, a building. It is a building.
Castle.
Very good. The pronunciation of this is castle. Castle.
Castle.
Very good.
Castle.
Castle. Number 3, Daniel Hernandez, help me please.
I'm not used in the summer. I am alone in warm. I have no buttons or pockets. You wrap me around your neck.
Okay, Nick, perfect. So we have I'm not used in the summer. I am long and warm. Be careful with this pronunciation. I have no buttons. We don't say buttons because button, I would say it is like going deep, como el fondo, bottom. Así se pronuncia fondo, bottom. Pero como se pronuncia botones, buttons. So I have no buttons or pockets. Pockets son bolsillos. You wrap me around your neck. What is this?
A scarf.
Very good.
Sweater.
Very good. This is scarf. Be careful with the pronunciation of this one, okay? Because as you can see, we have a letter F here. If you say scar, you're saying cicatriz, scar. Like this movie, Scarface, Cara Cortada. Una película que se llama Cara Cortada, Scarface. So in this case, scar is cicatriz and scarf is this.
Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I said scarves in plural.
Ah, okay, that's good. Yeah, scarves, scarves. Yeah. Yeah, just remember that whenever we are making the plural of this, especially for words ending in F, we change it for VES. Very good. Scarves. Excellent. Help me, please. Alfredo Gonzalez.
I am beautiful. You can never touch me. I appear after a storm. And legend says I hide gold.
What is this? How do you pronounce this once again? Legend.
Legend says I hide gold.
Okay. Be careful. We don't say says. We say says. Says.
Says.
Very good. Legend says I hide gold.
Legend says I hide gold.
Repeat. Legend says.
Legend says I hide gold.
Excellent. What is this, guys?
Rainbow.
Nice. This is a rainbow. So people say if you point at it, it disappears, right? La gente dice if you point at it, it disappears. Help me, please, Christian.
Okay. I am a delectable treat. Don't eat me too slowly. Sorry. Don't eat me too slowly. I come on a stick. I am very chilly. or chili?
Chili. That was
Chili.
fine. Chili, yeah. I am a delectable treat. Don't eat me too slowly. I come on a stick. I am very chilly. Why? Don't eat me too slowly or I will get melted. What is this?
I think it's a chili.
Okay, let's see. Any other guesses? It is a popsicle. This is a popsicle. Okay, popsicle. Number 6.
That's mean paleta.
Yes. Pero
Y-
paleta helada, porque paleta de dulce es lollipop.
Ah, eso iba a preguntar. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So help me, please. Daniel Flores.
Okay. I'm long and light. Bring me just in case. Don't open me in the house. If it drizzles, I will help you. I don't know how to pronounce drizzles.
Drizzles.
Drizzles. Okay. I guess is umbrella.
Okay, very good. Number 7. Let's see. Juan Campos.
What's mean drizzle? Sorry.
I don't quite remember. Let's look it up. Rain lightly, it starts to drizzle. Trickle tasty is a liquid ingredient of our food. Oh,
Es llovizna.
no, es como sería como empañar o sería también como, how do you say this in Spanish, guys? Salpicar.
Okay.
Daniel Flores. Ah, no, Juan Campos.
Okay. Popular in winter sports. I can be very dangerous. You can go up or down me. I get colder as you go up.
I don't have any idea about this one. I'm popular in winter sport. I can be very dangerous. You can go up or down me. I get colder as you go up. Ah, yeah.
Snow.
Let's see. This is a mountain. We have to,
What?
yes. We have the pronunciation of this one. We can say mountain or we can say mountain. I prefer to say mountain, but if you find it very complex to pronounce, you can say also mountain. That's fine. This was weird, right? It says, wait. I'm popular in winter sport. Okay, yeah, I can be very
snowboarding.
No, because it says I'm popular in winter sports. Soy bastante popular con los deportes de invierno. I can be very dangerous. Yeah, that's right. You can go up and down me. I get colder as you go up. Yo me vuelvo más helado mientras más subas. Okay, so yeah, this is a mountain, I guess. And the last one. Help me with this one. Alessandro.
I'm soft and comfy. Fighting with me is fun. Ask for me on a plane. Some cry into me.
It's a pillow?
Yeah, very good. This is a pillow. Nice. Okay, guys, so this was the activity for today. Now let's continue with today's topic. So as I told you, we're going to be talking about something very important, which is, give me 1 second. Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about modal verbs. Do you have any idea what a modal verb is? Do you have any idea of what a modal verb is? What is a modal verb? Do you remember, guys? What's a modal verb? A what? I can barely hear you. A what?
Son como lo que dice should. Should, will, no sé.
Yeah, so those are modal verbs. So we use modal verbs whenever we want to ask for permission, when we talk about possibilities, about deductions, about suggestions, and abilities. Right now, we are going to be focusing more on abilities. So let's pay attention to the following video. Sorry.
ESL Library. Modals of ability. What is a modal? A modal is a word that comes before the main verb. A modal gives a verb extra meaning. The modal can is a modal of ability. Can means you are able to do something. For example, I can dance. I can ride a horse. I can use a computer. Modals are always followed by a base verb. A base verb is a verb with no ending added to it. A base verb has no s, ed, or ing ending. We use can and a base verb when someone is able to do something. I can cook. You can ride a bike. He can play the guitar. We use can't and a base verb when someone is not able to do something. Can't is short for cannot. You cannot swim. She can't play the piano. They can't drive. We use can, a subject, and a base verb to ask if someone is able to do something. Can you snowboard? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Can he play baseball? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Can the children ski? Yes, they can. No, they can't. When speaking quickly, we often don't stress can. We pronounce can as can in positive sentences. I can ski. She can sing. We always stress can't in negative sentences. I can't swim. He can't ride a horse. We pronounce can as can in questions, but we stress both can and can't in short answers. Can you dance? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Can you use a computer? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Now you try. Listen and repeat.
Okay, so let's stop it here. I wanted to explain something, guys. Pretty much the structure for this, well, because this is simple present, it is the subject, then the modal verb can, and or can, depending on the structure that you want to use in the context, and then the base form verb, and then the complement. So let's also pay attention to the pronunciation, because most of the times American people, they won't pronounce the letter T at the end of cannot. They won't say cannot, they will use the contraction most of the times. And we need to pay attention to the pronunciation, because for us, Spanish speaking people, it may sound like very similar, but there is a difference. When there is a positive sentence, for example, if I want to say, yo puedo tocar la guitarra, por ejemplo, in English, it will sound like I can play the guitar. I can play the guitar. So let's pay attention to the pronunciation of can, because it isn't stressed. No, stressed is like no tiene acento, digámoslo así, no tiene acento. Entonces no la estresamos demasiado el sonido. El sonido se pronuncia súper rápido. I can play the guitar, so that's positive. But what happens if I want to use the contraction for cannot? So I want to make a negative sentence. In that case, it'll be something like, I can play the piano. I can play the guitar. I can cook. So the sound is longer and it is stressed. Can positivo, can negativo. But what happens if I want to pronounce the letter T and I want to say can't? Is that even possible, teacher? Yes, it is. We can say, I can't play the piano. But in regular conversation, we tend to omit that part, the letter T, and we made the sound longer. Hacemos el sonido más largo para negativo. Acuérdense, I can, no puedo. I can, yo puedo. So let's pay attention to those. And can is going to be used as an auxiliary. Okay, keep this in mind. Can is going to be used as an auxiliary, meaning that we cannot use the verb to be, and we cannot use do or does. We cannot use them. Entonces, can va a hacer el rol de un auxiliar para preguntas. Hey, teacher, can you dance? Ah, yes, I can. No, I can't. Y así sucesivamente. Entonces, olvidémonos por un momento de do y does y quedémonos solo con can. Para preguntas en sí, no, vamos a empezar con can. Can you dance? Can you play an instrument? Can you play a sport? Whatever. Can you speak a language? Oh, yes, I can. I can speak English. No estoy usando en ningún momento do ni does. And this applies for all the subjects. It doesn't matter if you want to use third person singular or plural. It doesn't matter. Okay. This rule applies for all the subjects. I can, you can, she can, he can, it can, they can, we can. Así. Y al siguiente verbo que le viene, nunca jamás le vamos a agregar la S ni lo vamos a modificar. I can cook, I can play, I can dance, I can speak, I can drive, I can ride, I can swim. El can por sí solo no tiene ningún significado. No puede ser usado solo. ¿Cómo así, teacher? Siempre tiene que ir acompañado con otro verbo. ¿Ok? Siempre, toda la vida. Because if I say, I can, I don't know, I can French. I can French. I can French. Yo puedo francés. What are you saying? I can French. Oh, I can speak French. Entonces, para que can tenga significado en la oración, tiene que estar acompañado con otro verbo toda la vida. Any questions so far? Do you have any questions?
No, teacher, y en tercera persona se le agrega la S, ¿va? Creo que sí, va.
No, nunca.
No, tampoco.
Nunca.
Nunca.
Nunca se le va a
Ok.
agregar ni a S. No se le va a agregar ni la S. Very good question. Esa fue una pregunta bastante importante, de hecho. As this person explained, no se le va a agregar ni la S al can, ni la S al verbo que viene. Eso es imposible. Jamás, jamás, jamás se debe hacer. She can dances? No. She can dance. No puede decir she cans ni she can dances. Nunca. Entonces todo va a ser normal. Así como en primera persona, también va a ser para la tercera persona. I can dance, you can dance, she can dance, he can dance, it can dance, they can dance, we can dance. Todo va a ser lo mismo. More questions? No more questions? Let's continue.
I can
Now we're not going to do this. Let's see if we have a speaking activity. Yeah, we have.
What can you do? Look at the images. Make a sentence for each image with I can or I can't.
Okay, so you're going to make a sentence by using the verb given. You can either use I can or I can. Let's see, Alessandro, help me, please.
Okay, for the first one,
Yes.
I can't play baseball.
No, this one.
Ah, sorry. I can swim.
Okay, very good. Brian Lucero.
I can cook.
Okay, so what if I ask you, what can you cook? What can you cook?
An egg.
Okay, so make the complete sentence.
I can cook an egg.
Very good. I can cook an egg, or I can cook eggs. That's it. Perfect. Sorry. Saca el shot.
I can play the guitar.
Very good. Paola Palma.
I can play basketball. Baseball.
Moses.
I can ride a horse.
Is it I can't, like negative, or I can?
Negative. I
Very
can
good. Okay,
ride a
very good.
horse.
Thank you. Okay. Now let's continue. Okay. So some of the modal verbs that we have are can, could, may. Pay attention to the pronunciation. Can, could, may, might, must, should. Tenemos una L aquí, pero is voiceless. Okay, it is voiceless. It isn't pronounced. So we say should. We don't say should. Say should. Have to. Will. No, will. Eso es la rueda. We don't say will. We say will. Will. And we also have would. Would. We don't say would. Say would. Like Woody. Como es el que sale en Toy Story. Woody. Would.
Or would they, sir?
Okay. So we have abilities. What are the modal verbs that we use for abilities? We have these ones. Let's see, help me read. Let's see. Jaime Antillon. Ability.
I can play piano.
Mhm. Continue.
He is able to speak Portuguese. Can you fix a computer?
Excellent. So to talk about abilities, we have two options. We can either use can and we can use be able to. Okay, so those both mean the same. Ser capaz de o poder hacer algo. I can play the piano. He is able to speak Portuguese or he can speak Portuguese. Can you fix a computer? This is going to be the only exception. Well, actually, we can say, are you able to fix a computer? Are you able to fix a computer? So what is the difference between these two? There is one difference. What happens, guys? This is an open question. Guys, what happens if you want to use can in future? ¿Qué pasará si ustedes quisieran decir? This is very common, guys, that you tell me. Teacher, no me voy a poder unir a la clase. No me voy a poder unir a la clase. How would you say that in English? ¿Cómo dijeron ustedes eso en inglés? No me voy a poder. We are talking about the future, okay? No me voy a poder conectar o unir a la clase. How would you say that in English?
I can't be.
I don't be able to.
Remember that we are projecting the future. The sentence is in future, right? So we don't say don't, and we don't say can.
I can't
will not be
able to stay in class, be in class.
I will not.
I will not.
I
don't
not.
be able to.
I will not. I will not.
To able to.
I will not be able to.
Yes, I will not be
In
able
the
to.
join the class.
Join the class.
Okay. Or
Like,
I won't be able.
Very good. Yeah, you can say I won't. Perfect. So we have, this is the only option that we have actually. So we have, I will not be able to join the class, or I won't be able to join the class. For future, we cannot use can. El can no se puede usar para futuro. Entonces, so we are going to look for an equivalent. Vamos a buscar por un equivalente que se parezca en significado, pero que se pueda usar en futuro. Be able to. Okay, so teacher, I will not be able to join the class. ¿Sabes que si voy a poder ir a la fiesta? Yes, I will be able to go to the party. Entonces, remember, if you want to use can in future, you will have to use be able to, and the meaning is the same. Okay, any questions?
Teacher. Pero ahí will no está funcionando como auxiliar de futuro, sino que está funcionando como pasado de be able to, ¿verdad?
No. En este caso, will está siendo como futuro. Will siempre toda la vida va a ser futuro. Nunca va a ser auto tense. Nunca. Siempre futuro.
O sea que aquí sí. Ya le entendí. Ya le entendí.
It is like when we say, no voy a, no voy a. Eso ya es futuro. No voy a poder conectarme a la clase. So we are talking about the future, not the past. But you brought up something very interesting or important. ¿Qué pasa si yo quiero usar pasado? Teacher, mire, no me pude conectar. Eso ya es pasado. No me pude conectar a la clase porque estaba trabajando. How would you say that in English?
I can't join.
No, but that's present. We are talking about the past.
I was not.
Could not.
IQ.
Could not connect.
Ajá.
I couldn't.
I could not connect to the class.
We have actually two options. So we have these, you will see. So we have two options. We can say, hey, teacher, you know, I could not join the class because I was working, or I was not able to join the class because I was working. Tenemos dos opciones, porque el can sí se puede usar en pasado, and the past of can is could, and the past of be able to is was or were able to. Okay? I couldn't join the class. No se les olvide esto porque ustedes siempre me dicen esto. Teacher, no me voy a poder conectar o no me pude conectar. Memorícense esto. The past of can is couldn't, or was able to, or were able to. So those are the past of these modal verbs. Any questions?
Could always means the past of can.
No, no. It depends on the context, because it is also used when we are asking for permission or requests. No
Would
siempre
you kindly?
Ah,
Could you kindly? I would say.
for example, could you tell me the time? Could you tell me the time? ¿Me dirías o me podrías decir la hora? Could you tell me the time? ¿Me podrías decir? Ese could significa podrías. It can be used for formal request or also for predictions. También se puede usar para predicciones or probabilities. Let's see this. Let's see. I have.
Es que de esa forma yo me la podía. Ajá, pero nos está diciendo que también es el pasado del can.
Sí, es el pasado.
Y puedo decir, I couldn't join the class. O sea, yo no pude.
I couldn't.
I couldn't. Okay.
Ajá. Sí, también el could es el pasado de can, pero también significa podría, como para hacer formal request. Hey, teacher, could you tell me about yesterday's class? ¿Me podría decir sobre la clase de ayer? Pero es una formal request. Let's see. Permission and request. This is what I was talking about. Permission and request. We have three options. We have may, could, or can. May is only used for requests if followed by I. Example, help me please, Paola Palma. Paola Palma?
The examples.
Yes, please.
Okay. May I borrow your pen? Could you bring me a glass of water? They can use the pool if they want.
Excellent. Very good pronunciation, Paola. Estamos mejorando bastante pronunciación. Very good. Excellent. So, let's pay attention. May I borrow your pen? So this is a formal request. May is considered formal, okay? Or polite, I'm sorry. It is polite. May, hey, may I borrow your pen? Oh, yes, you may. No, you may not. Could you bring me a glass of water, please? ¿Me podría traer un vaso con agua, por favor? Chequen con el please. I always use could and please. They can use the pool if they want. This is permission. Aquí estamos usando permission. Ellos pueden usar la piscina si ellos quieren. They can use the pool if they want. Okay? But remember, these three are used for permission and request. Por ejemplo, cuando ustedes me dicen, teacher, ¿puedo ir al baño? So we have three options. Well, actually we have four, but let's just use may, could, and can. Hey, teacher, May I go to the restroom or to the bathroom? Could I go to the bathroom or restroom? Hey, teacher, can I go to the restroom or bathroom? In this case, because let's say I'm the authority, porque yo soy la autoridad, en este caso there is a respect, hay un respeto. Entonces, no podríamos usar can. We cannot use can. Well, actually, yes, you can, but it is not like that polite. Only if there is a strong confidence between the people, you can use can. But in this case, because I'm your teacher, you're my student, you may use the first one or the second one. Hey, teacher, may I go to the restroom? Could I go to the restroom? Puedo ir al baño. Podría ir al baño. Entonces, si ustedes quieren sonar más formales, van a decir may or could. Si ustedes quieren sonar informales, pueden usar can. Pero ¿qué pasa si hay una confianza, teacher? Si ustedes me dicen, me preguntan a mí, teacher, if you told me, teacher, can I go to the restroom or can I go to the bathroom? Can I say that, teacher? Yes, of course you can. But remember, eso es informalidad. Si ustedes quieren sonar más formales, may and could. Questions?
I can't say, may you can do something.
No.
May you.
No.
May is only is followed by I.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. More questions?
Yes.
Moses.
Which way is the most polite?
Some people may say would con la W, el would, but that is another topic. Eso es otro tema. In this case, I will say that the most polite one is probably este, could. Could sería como que el más polite. That's my opinion. Otras personas pueden decir que may. ¿Ok? Pero como existe ese debate entre may and could, ¿por qué no poner los dos como formales? Entonces, may and could son los más formales. Can no es formal. It is not. Yes. More questions? No? Let's continue. This one. Advice. Let's pay attention to this one, please. What is an advice? What is advice? Sorry. What is advice?
Consejo.
Very good. So we have two options. We have should, or we have ought to or ought to. Okay. This is very old fashioned. Okay. People don't use this one that often. They will use should. Just in case you listen to this, you already know the meaning. Esto es para dar un consejo, dar consejos. Okay. We can use should or ought to. Ought to es bastante desfasadito, ya casi nadie lo usa. Pero just in case you listen to it, solo en caso que ustedes lo escuchen, ya van a saber qué significa. Help me with examples. Alfredo González.
You should arrive early to get a seat. She ought to see a dentist about her tooth. Should I buy an iPhone or an Android?
Very good. So Roberto Portal said, I never heard of auto before. Yes, because it's not very common to use it. No es muy común usarlo, trust me. Only maybe elderly people will use it. Las personas viejitas quizás lo van a usar. Or if you are, I don't know, reading or studying law, si ustedes están leyendo o estudiando la ley. In that case, you may run into this. Yeah. So, wait. So we have should and ought to. The only difference between these two is de que nosotros podemos hacer preguntas con should. Con ought to, we cannot. We cannot make questions using this one. If you see any article saying that we can make questions using ought to, that's wrong. We cannot. No se pueden hacer preguntas con este, solo con should. Y el negativo sí se puede usar con este, pero es un poquito ya muy viejito. Entonces mejor decimos should or shouldn't. You should arrive early to get a seat. Deberías llegar temprano para agarrar un asiento. Should I buy an iPhone or an Android? Ah, you should buy an iPhone because it's better. They say, she should see a dentist about her tooth. She should see a dentist about her tooth. Ella debería de ver al dentista por su o sobre su diente. Do you have questions about this one?
Teacher, the
Yes.
correct pronunciation is should.
Should. We don't say should. We don't say should. We say should.
Should.
No pronunciamos la letra L. No la pronunciamos. Es muda. It's voiceless. Should. Now let's see. Obligation. This one. This is my favorite. For obligations, we have must and we have to. But there is a difference. What's the difference between must and have to, guys? What do you think is the difference between those
Have
terms?
to is an action you should try to do in that moment. And must, for example, you must. Tú deberías, I guess. But have to, for example, when you need the other person makes an action in that moment. You have to say in silence, for example.
Okay, okay. Another one?
When the person have authority.
Okay, very good.
Example, the teacher or boss.
Okay. Another one? Okay, guys.
Responsibility obligation.
About what do you say?
Most is, I think it's obligation and have to like responsibility.
Very good. Excellent. You mentioned something important. Must may be an obligation and have to is like a responsibility. For example, when I have like a personal obligation, I will use have to. When something is mandatory, cuando algo es mandatory, it is impersonal, I will use must. Okay. For example, I must wear a tie at work. If I say this, I must wear a tie at work. ¿Eso es una obligación personal o es algo mandatorio que yo tengo que hacer?
Mandatory.
It is mandatory, right? So I must do it because I am forced to do it. Okay? Because there are rules that tell me to wear a tie. But what happens if I say this? You know, teacher, I have to work today. I have to work today. Is it personal or is it mandatory?
It's personal.
Why?
Because you can say, I have to work today, but maybe later or maybe tomorrow, I will not work. It's just personal.
There you go. Excellent. So yeah, actually, I can work if I want to. Nobody's forcing me to do it. Okay, this is my personal obligation. I'm working because I want to, not because I'm forced to. Entonces, esa es la diferencia. And must es cuando usted está obligado a hacer algo por ley, por ejemplo, by contract, por contrato. And have to es para obligaciones personales, como que I have to do the homework, tengo que hacer la tarea. I have to do housework. I have to do laundry. I have to work. I have to visit the doctor. I have to go this place, whatever. Those are personal obligations because nadie lo está forzando a hacerlas. Usted si las quiere, las puede hacer y si no, no las puede hacer. And we have some examples. Help me, Alejandro Salazar.
I have to work on Saturday. You must wear a seatbelt when driving. She has to wake up early tomorrow.
Excellent. Very good. Let's pay attention to the second one. You must wear a seatbelt when driving. What is a seatbelt?
Cinturón de seguridad.
Very good. Moses, go ahead.
Teacher, did you say to the house? I have to do the house.
Ah,
Like
I have to
do
do
the laundry.
the
What is-
housework.
Ah,
Housework.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. To do the housework es hacer la limpieza de la casa. Or I can say I have to do the laundry. The laundry is totally different. Tengo que lavar mi ropa. Okay, so very good. Let's pay attention to the second one. You must wear, pay attention to the pronunciation because it isn't wear, it is wear. You must wear a seatbelt when driving. But why are we using must? Why are we using must?
It's obligation.
It's an obligation, okay, because there is a driving law, I will say, okay. If you don't wear your seatbelt, you will get a ticket. And what is a ticket? A ticket es una multa, okay? If you don't wear the seatbelt, you will get a ticket. Entonces, como hay una ley de tránsito, es mandatorio que usted lo haga. No es opcional, mandatorio. And because it is mandatory, we will use must. We don't say, hey, you know, I have to wear a seatbelt when driving, but I can do it if I want. If not, that's fine. It isn't fine because you may get a ticket. Yeah, or you can, I mean, you can be in trouble, right? You can cause a car crash. You can be expelled out of the car. All right. Any questions so far? No? Okay. Now we have possibility. This one. Okay. Let's pay attention to this one because it may be a little bit confusing when to use may, might, and could. When there is like a certain percentage that something will happen, we can either select may or might. For example, if there is a 50% of probability that something will happen, we can use may. Si hay un 50% de probabilidad de que algo pase, we can use may. But what happens if there is a 30%? We can use might. And what happens if there is a 70%, for example? We can use could. Entonces, yo puedo decir may, 50% de probabilidad, might, 30%, and could, I don't quite remember if it was like 70% or 0%. I don't quite remember that one, but let's pay attention to the context. So help me read the examples. Juan Carlos Hernandez.
Can you repeat, please?
Yes, help me read examples. Juan Carlos.
Okay.
Hernandez.
I may go to the party. I haven't decided yet. It, it might rain later, so bring an umbrella. They can't be in danger. I will call to check.
Excellent. I may go to the party. I haven't decided yet. What's the meaning of may in this case? I may go like this. Puede.
50-50.
Very good. 50% of probability. So we can say, puede que vaya a la fiesta. No he decidido aún. Hey, sabes que puede que vaya a la fiesta, pero es que no he decidido todavía. So I may go to the party, but I haven't decided yet. It might rain later. También significa puede que. Sabes que puede que llueva más tarde. So bring an umbrella. Así que mejor trae una sombrilla o un paraguas. The only difference is this one. Could. Podría. Hey, they could be in danger. I will call to check. Podría estar en peligro. They could be in danger. Una probabilidad, una posibilidad que algo esté pasando. They could be in danger. I will call to check. In this case, let's pay attention to the first two. I may. 50% de probabilidad de que sí vaya. It might rain. Might. 30% de que llueva. Okay? So just remember, may 50%, might 30%. Questions?
No questions.
Okay, no questions.
Called and for any percent or for what?
Good. Yeah, actually, yes. Could maybe for anything. But just keep in mind that could is like podría. Podría. Let's see. Prohibition. We have must not or can. Prohibiciones. Let's see. Alessandro Dueñas. Examples.
Okay. You must not smoke in the hospital. She can go because of her bad grades. You must not feed the bears.
Bears.
Excuse me?
You must not feed the bears.
Bears.
Yeah, because if you say beers, it's like no deberías o no tienes que o no puedes alimentar a las cervezas. No cervezas, osos, bears.
Bears.
Ajá.
Okay.
It is like when people say, it is like when people say pull and beer. Pull and beer. Esa tienda de ropa, pull and beer. And it is pull and bear. Pull and bear. It isn't pull and beer. Like pull and beer, cerveza. Okay. So guys, pay attention to this one. Prohibition must not is when there is a law. Okay. When there are rules that cannot be broken. And can is when usted no puede hacer cierta acción, pero no porque hay una ley o porque hay una regla, sino porque alguien más se lo está impidiendo. Okay? So, for example, you must not smoke in the hospital. It is impossible to smoke in the hospital because according to the hospital rules, that is prohibited. She can go because of her bad grades. Ella no puede ir. Pero ¿por qué no puede ir? Hay un condicional. Hay una condición por la que ella tiene prohibida hacer esta actividad. Alguien se le impuso, maybe her parents or the teacher. She can go because of her bad grades. You must not feed the birds. We are at the zoo. The zoo has rules and policies and regulations, okay? So you must not feed the birds. No pueden alimentar a los osos o está prohibido alimentar a los osos. So just keep in mind the must means prohibido, okay? Está prohibido fumar en el hospital. You must not smoke in the hospital. Está prohibido alimentar a los osos o a las cervezas. You must not feed the bears. Okay? No worries. Okay. More questions?
Sure.
Moses.
In the case of the pronunciation of barba, how do you difference
Bird.
the
Bird.
bird? Like a
Like a what?
pájaro. Bird.
Bird. Bird. It's similar. Yeah. Bird.
Okay.
More questions?
It se pronuncia prohibition.
Prohibition. Prohibition. Prohibition. More questions? No?
Teacher, yo tengo preguntas, pero no de la clase. Disculpe, yo entré tarde. Es respecto al audio de la lección 4.1.6.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, I have forgotten. Thank you. Déjeme hacerlo después de la clase.
No, no hay problema, está bien.
Thank
Lo que
you.
pasa es que es la que no deja pasar a la parte 3.
Okay.
Gracias.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, guys, so if you don't have any questions, so we are going to stop here and we're going to continue with this topic tomorrow. Okay, because this is an extended topic and it is very important. But tomorrow we are going to practice should, how to give advice. Now let me check attendance. 1 second. Preguntas.